Hello. We can actually talk for a change. Yes, I'm on my own. The missus has gone to bed. She had enough of staying here with me while I'm tromping around all night, not sleeping. Anyway, thank you for joining. I say thank you for joining. No one's going to see this video except for me. But thank you, Keith. I love you. You've been a good friend over the years. I'd be sorry to see you go. Anyway, I've done my warm-ups. I've got my straps on the door, as always. You can see the little orange thing where my thumb is. Suddenly it's funny because it's been such a long time since I've had a chance to talk to you. I haven't really got anything to say, except what's happened? What's been happening? Well, it's coming up to it's the middle of April now, coming towards the end of April. Weather's warming up, which is good. COVID-19 is going up, I'm afraid, which is bad. Hopefully, once the sun kicks in, it might start going down. The world's getting vaccinated. Well, in Cyprus. I've missed my vaccination because they don't bloody communicate it to anyone. Well, I missed the communication anyway. So I have to wait for my turn next, which is probably going to be about next year. So I'm still going to be trapped for another year in this hovel. Anyway, I'm talking too much and I'm not training. So, hello everybody. I haven't changed much. I've lost a lot of weight. I'm putting on some weight. But anyway, okay, let's go on to the weights.
As a sign from someone who had died, but I figured a lot of it was extremely subjective. And then when I had my own experience,
Not going to come up as far as I used to because it's too much of a rest. So up. 1, 2, turn on the aggression. 3, 4, 5. Yes, easy. 6, not a problem. 7, yes. 8, 9. Oh, easy. 10. Oh, piece of piss. Yeah, I'm watching Netflix. Something about death. God knows. Anyway, it's all very depressing. I'm not going to pause this video when I do my straps actually, because I'm finding I'm missing out on too much. I will do when I'm doing high numbers because it's very boring for you or me. Or whoever, yeah, if the world collapses and someone finally watches this video, which I doubt very much. Anyhow, yes, I'm off to do my straps.
And it just bowled me over. It felt like a response to what I asked for. It was sort of this expansive experience of feeling connected to some kind of bigger reality that involved the consciousness of my brother, but it also felt like a connection to something bigger than that.
I thought that there was more to human existence than physical reality, but I never encountered it in a way where it was an imperative, where I had to know what that more was. But then my son, Gabriel, passed. And I thought, what does that mean? The week after Gabriel graduated from college, he went to the bank. On the way there, a school bus veered into the side of his car, and after 4 days, he died. My first experience was utter confusion. He's there, he's not there. How does that make any sense? How is that possible?
Well, I always believed in
Okay, do some squats as well. Warm up, do some knee raises.
Here's Gabriel, so it's easy to believe those things when you're not facing it.
For me, the belief in the afterlife.
I always try to put a little bit of Wing Chun in when I do my knee raises. Do a stroke the horse's mane. You can't see this, but my knees are coming up terribly high. Here you go, you saw one. Can't see that one because that's my bad side. Okay. Oh. Feel good, man, feel good.
A few days later, my daughter Emily and I were at the beach.
Okay, different biceps exercise.
I remember seeing this dime flowing in the water between us. We were in suits, we didn't have dimes on us.
Easy. Oh.
Jan came home and told me the story, and I said, it's a coincidence. It's still a coincidence. The next morning, I woke up early in the morning, and I looked over the floor in my room, and I saw a coin lying about 8 or 10 feet away. And I said to myself, silly coin, maybe it's a dime. And then it was as clear
Oh yes.
as anything I've ever heard in my life. What he said was, aha, which was our signal for
See,
a joke.
always surprise your body. Don't let it fall into the same routine.
Check the date.
Because exercise gets boring for the body as well as your mind.
1981 was it.
So change up.
Picked up the
You see what I did then? I did one rep on there, went back down. My body was thinking, next one this side. No, I did this one. Mind over matter.
I said, Janet, what's the date?
It works. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
Out of my mind. And she looked at me and she said, it's
Tell you a joke.
1981.
Because I've not been able to talk to you for a long time. So, Superman and Batman have an argument.
I still didn't know what the date.
So Superman gets pissed off.
It does seem
So he
like there's
climbs up, he flies up to the top of the highest skyscraper in Gotham City and writes, Batman is a cunt.
but there was no
In great big red letters on this highest skyscraper.
I began to
Batman's like,
say to myself, just write out
"Hmm."
what it is.
So the next night,
And I
Batman comes up, gets his bat rope, goes up, wipes it off, and writes on the skyscraper, Superman is Clark Kent.
that I'm doing to adjust to the fact of something I can't adjust to. I said to Gabriel, if it's you and it's not me, how will I know? Tell me something that I couldn't possibly reason to. Tell me something that makes no sense to me whatsoever. And he said very clearly, I am red, R-E-D. And I laughed because I said, that's something I would not have said. And I spent a lot of time the next 2-3 weeks looking it up, asking people if they knew of any significance, and no one did. I came downstairs one morning and I said, Janet, I guess that I'm just making all this stuff up, that I'm writing as a way of coping and not as a real way of communication. She and I just sat there for a few minutes, and the doorbell rang. Parcel Post or Federal Express brought a package, and we opened it up, and it was a painting of this figure in red. That came from a parent in Janet's class. And she wrote on a quick note, she had no idea why she bought it. She just felt that she had to, and that somehow, even if we couldn't use it, she was...
If you notice, when I do my chest, I actually go quite fast. And that's not because I'm lazy or because I just want to get it over and done with. I want to build quick, what's the put? Fast response time to the chest muscle. So when I throw out my punches, the quicker. See? If I do long, drawn out things, they build my chest up too high. When my battle punches come through, see, they slow down. Whereas this way, quick exercises, low weight, you tone up, you have speed. Read in the Post today, and I put it on my background. You don't stop training when you get old. You get old when you stop training. Did you like my joke, by the way?
Just the joy that they bring into the person's life, especially if you're grieving and if you feel through
Okay,
these signs.
back to the old style. 2, aggression. 3, yes. 4, 5, 6.
Annual Love Knows No Death Grief Retreat. I'm Pam Ginsberg, and I'm the director. And
By the way, nothing wrong with resting at the top once you're in the middle of your session. But don't start your session that way. You want to start building the blood flow first. So I did slow, not so high sessions, not so high to begin with. Switched it up, surprised my body a little bit. Then went back just to get the reps in.
After My daughter passed.
Have you met my friend?
Total basket case.
He's my friend. Say hello. Hello. I like him. I bought him for £1 from the market.
Left brain.
He's got all these little things.
The
And
notion
one thing I love about him the most,
survive physical death to me was
he's got a little butt. Look.
gradually
Isn't that hilarious? For €1, man. Some guy was just had a big bucket full. One thing I did notice, and not because I'm one of these name droppers, but Hamleys. Probably worth a bit more than €1. Anyway, that's one of my purchases from the Euro store, or from the market. I have loads. You should see my office, full of junk. I'm like a hoarder. I've got strange figurines that inspire spiritualism. I have Don Vito Corleone. If I could do something with it. No, too far away. I have Don Vito Corleone. I have Slash. Ah. What did I just do? Oh yeah, I did biceps. Okay, I'm going to pause for, no, actually no, fuck it, it's only 10 minutes in, I'm not going to pause. I'm going to stay and entertain you. Let me entertain you.
Bailey did not survive her injuries.
I'm going to change up. Watch this.
In the hospital. It's been a lot of years and it's still. People react in so many different ways, when it comes to grief. Fran found great comfort in going in Bailey's room and sitting on the furniture, looking through the photographs. I couldn't go into her room for 6 years. I was torturing myself. I even wrote down all the decisions I could have made that would have changed the course of events. Guilt eating at me and eating at me and eating at me. The only thing that I eventually thought would give me any relief from the hole that I was in was believing that Bailey still existed in some form. I was searching for tangible evidence that our consciousness, or you could call it our soul, went someplace when this body, the shell, disappeared. Fran and I went to a few meetings for bereaved parents. And every time we would bring up the subject of the afterlife, the moderator would shut us down. He would say something like, "This is not the purpose. We don't discuss."
Yeah, I'm saying, man. Yeah, don't be fucking with me, man. Because I'll get all the lint off your shirt. Yeah. Yeah, then they weren't expecting that, were you? Then I'll bust a cap in your ass and turn you into Tutankhamun. Anunnaki. One thing I like about this, again, another Euro purchase. It's got a little body inside. Look. That's so freaky. Anyway, at the moment it's got 40 cents. The madness doesn't stop there. Believe me. Making up for not being able to talk for so long. I'm fucking bending your ear, man. I'm so sorry. How's work going? Fucking shit, working for a cunt. Oh man, what's it all about? Anyway, I'm going to do some strap biceps now. Come up. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I figured after a year it would get better, but in honesty, I don't feel like it did. I felt like it was even worse. When I lost my daughter 2.5 years ago, I didn't really think about
now,
after.
just to tell you about my straps. I've been using them for years. Look at them, they're falling apart. But each lad, this is a £50 and that's a £40. Together it's £90. It's a £90 weight. It's about 40 kilos maybe. It's not as heavy as my dumbbells, which is why I do a few more. But it breaks up. It's a different type of exercise. It's constant tension, and that's good. You could you could do these underwater, so there's no gravity involved. There's constant tension, which is actually healthier for the body, healthier for building up internal strength, and as you get older, to maintain bone density. And at my age, which is now 55, which is something you've got to keep an eye on. Anyhow, I haven't done my Silim Tao today, so I think I will do that.
Our loved one want us to be living right now. My mom passed away on Mother's Day this year. I know she's somewhere just beyond my comprehension.
Footwork is good. Knees are in.
Like this is just like
I'm resting on my hackles. Oh.
When it comes to the topic of after-death communication,
notice my center line is always perfect. Comes with practice. Always covering my center line.
See that video in the middle? Fran and I walk into our kitchen. That's our kitchen. I take that as an example of a sign.
One night we were working very, very late into the night. And as soon as we stepped into the kitchen, the ceiling lights started to do this unbelievable dance of light. It was just absolutely amazing. And there's Bob walking through the video, his usual skeptical self, saying, okay, so let's figure out how this happened.
It's finished telling us whatever it had to tell us.
I immediately called an electrician, got him here the next day, had him take off all the switches, because I had to know whether this was real or not. And I concluded it was real, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with the switches. Fran and I were convinced this was a sign for Bailey.
To me, Bailey was saying, yeah, Mom, I'm here.
Oh my.
Signs are such a broad category. Anybody want to share an example of a sign that you've gotten from your loved one?
Okay. I'm going to do something different now. Oh yeah, okay. Now, in case you're wondering where Tutankhamun keeps his internal organs, look no further.
Related to something going on in my life, and I would just know it was her. There was light action, so lights were going on. I thought it was my.
Quite cool, huh? Another Euro purchase.
The lamp went on randomly.
Who else can I get
This
here?
is my husband.
Don't know. Let me think. Wow, Socrates.
Exactly what I said.
You see the family resemblance?
No belief, no knowledge, completely skeptical.
Me and Socrates. Yes. Definitely a family member. Damn Greeks.
Changed my view about
Another Euro purchase.
as a psychologist, I
Go on forever.
therapies
Well, one more.
to apply to that kind
What's
of
this?
excruciating
This is my
emotional pain.
night
And none
light.
of it came from
Mwah. So Christmas morning, no, New Year's Eve, actually at night time, when I'm visited by 3 ghosts, I can light the hallways when I'm screaming, bah humbug, and walking down.
early on.
The
And you know
hallways.
what? I'm an ordinary schmuck.
Yes. Anyway,
I'm not a psychic. I'm not a medium. I'm an ordinary
I'm not medium.
person.
I'm an extra large,
Morning, very shortly after the loss,
morbidly obese, nobly known as.
were in my mind when I woke up. And the words were, you have to change your state of consciousness. It was a very distinct message. It opened my mind up. That's the key thing is once you open up your mind to these things, it builds on itself and you learn more and more and you get more evidence. If you think you're not getting messages from your loved ones, think again. Because you just got to open up your vista and be more receptive. Get out of your head and into your body. There's lots and lots of different ways of using the breath to relax ourselves. This is just one. It's called the 4-8 breath. 4 is to the inhale, so 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale, hold it, and then exhale to 8. So that you see the exhale is twice as long as the inhale. So let's give it a try. Inhale to 4, hold, exhale to 8.
slower than the intro. Do that for
Okay,
2 to 3
this is something you
minutes.
don't often see.
Better than
I'm done with
taking
these straps now.
sadness. And trust me, it is. I was able to work through the heaviness of grief,
Put them
the
away.
despair of grief, the depression of grief, and still feel my sadness and my longing.
I'm gonna do
but
some
not to the
bicep
extent
straps,
that I was,
but I don't think I will.
keeping myself in bed all day. That's why I teach people to cultivate that sense of healing, that sense of peace, despite.
I'm being that annoying prick on YouTube that I always watch and think to myself, for fuck's sake, get on
One
with
of
it.
the things that we stress
Sorry.
at the grief retreats is
I've had a chance to
people
speak for
need
so
to
long.
quiet their critical mind. So we teach things like different meditations, mindfulness.
Okay, 5 preachers.
music, all different ways that people can get into an altered
Two.
state of consciousness.
Yes. This is going to be a hard one. I'm lying, it was a piece of piss.
An exercise where you're going to be able to connect with your loved one. You're going to be going through a meditation. In the meditation, you're going to be meeting up with your loved one.
Yes, I think that's quite adequate for this evening.
But thank you so much for coming here today. We asked the loved ones
That
to
5 set was my cool down set. So, I'm going to now transfer you to my office chair.
and you see every single detail of their hand.
You can see my legs and my shorts. Anyway,
And then whenever you feel ready, you open your eyes, you take a pen in hand. You're going to be writing a letter to your loved one.
finish off with.
Lost our 14-year-old son over a year ago.
We wanted to know that
Don't stare at my ass now, boys.
he's somewhere, that he's okay. We wanted to make sure that he's not bored, that he's intelligent and thinking makes things. I can imagine just playing a harp.
Elijah was at Boy Scout camp when he died.
The storm started quickly. Elijah and 2 of his friends took cover in somebody's tent, and the wind picked up and
Oi.
100-foot tall tree.
Okay, that's me done.
It impacted almost
So,
Elijah
in the hope that next time
underneath.
we are able to talk again,
Crawl out completely unhurt.
I shall bid you adieu, or
So he was pinned by the tree.
goodbye, or sayonara,
Inhale.
until we meet again
Suffocated.
in a couple of days. Take care. Love you, bye.